Welcome to Elephant Den. Alex and I just came back from the movie theaters. We watched a really beautiful film.
We did indeed. It was Martin Scorsese's new epic, Killers of the Flower Moon, starring Robert De Niro, Leo DiCaprio, and Lily Gladstone.
Unbelievable actors.
Unbelievable filmmaker.
Yeah.
It's always, Scorsese getting ripe with age, and many directors at this point, well, first of all, they couldn't have a career as long as his and still maintain the level of craftsmanship he's been doing. And say what you will about Irishman, some people really love that movie being a more mature take on the gangster genre, which he's very much known for. But now he's stepped away from that. We're in a complete different geography, not kind of corked up in city streets. This is the open plains, essentially. Right. And yet, crime and murder occurs all the same.
What's beautiful and special about this film is that you have this big Hollywood director, Martin Scorsese, who decided to make the decision to create a film by listening to people who needed their story to be told. Martin Scorsese had actually rewritten this film after meeting with the Osage Nation and hearing that they wanted their story to be told from their perspective, not just being victims of terrible acts. So they wanted them to be on the forefront.
Originally, he was going to address it more like he would have before, where the FBI's involvement with the case and the investigation of these murders.
Sorry, Leonardo was originally casted as an FBI agent.
Right. Scorsese was smart enough to take a step back or step forward, however you want to put it, and rethink the script, give DiCaprio a complete new role, a way more complex role, which we'll talk about, but to have the focus and the heart of the story be about the Osage people.
Martin Scorsese actually sat down with the Osage Nation and had dinner with them and had this talk. It really did move this film into another realm where it has an actual, he even puts it, a beating heart.
It's beyond just this one tribe that we focus on. It's really, the reason it's such an important story is because it's a whole race of people that are almost near extinction, and it's about what was taken from them and how they were, manipulated. And this one particular story has all of that.
At this point, we're going to start talking more specifics about the film. So if you want to go to the theaters and watch the film,
which we encourage you.
Please go watch this film. Yeah. But stop watching because spoiler alert.
We're going to try our best, but we want to touch on some stuff because we're so excited about it.
Yeah, exactly. But just a heads up and a warning.
Let's talk about the obvious, the performances, okay?
Right.
DiCaprio kind of center stage. He, in my opinion, has the most complex, challenging role in a way. Part villainous.
And we say complex because it's a character that you're playing that lacks integrity.
A big part of the heart of the film is this love story with him and Lily Gladstone, which Scorsese was so wise to focus on. She brought a lot of gravitas and stoicism to her role. She had to navigate herself through all the circumstances, and there's hints sprinkled throughout the film where maybe she knows more than what she's leading on, right?
Right.
And that's what makes her even more empowering, is the strength she has.
Which she plays very well through her stoicism.
Stoicism, yeah, and with minimal dialogue. Here you have a story which has been swept under the rug, to where only now people are talking about it and addressing it, right? And it's kind of a great shame that the Western world has, as we should, because of what was robbed from these people. Focusing on the Osage, again, was just such a proper way to have a really engaging story where Scorsese can do his Scorsese things, yet I felt because he's more mature now, he was able to step away from himself, kind of.
Because this could have only been done by a great director,
Right.
right?
A young,
crafted,
an experienced, you know,
movie director.
He was very efficient as far as the pacing and the editing,
The
all
amount
of that.
of information this film had,
Yeah, that was no problem for him.
he made it seem so
Effortless, seamless, yeah. You're always excited for what else he has, but for him to
Yeah.
do a film like this, which is so, in a way, careful and specific and deliberate, it's really, really, really nice, and it sits well with his career. Scorsese ended it in a way which worked very well, and it was Scorsese-esque, but films based off true events, they'll show you the events, and then near the end, the screen goes black, and it puts up text, right?
Yeah.
So-and-so, this is how it ended. But what Scorsese does really well is he kind of flips that, makes it into actually quite a fun scene and engaging, yet he essentially gets on stage to tell you how some of these characters that you've come to really care about, how they kind of diminish in time, right? And I thought that was really touching. And part of it is seeing Scorsese up there, knowing the background of the story and how this was an important story he wanted to tell for the people of the Osage. And it was a very nice way to close the curtain. So we loved it.
On that note, closing the curtain. Thank you so much for watching. As always, we appreciate your views, likes, and comments. If you want to know more about us and updates, we have other platforms you can follow us on. Instagram at Ashley and Alex. We have Letterboxd at Ashley and Alex. And TikTok that we just signed up for. So check us out on there. And of course, at Ashley and Alex.
It's all in the description box below.
Yeah.
See you next time.
You're awesome.